Hey again, guys, and today we are on the survival server, the 1.7.2 server. Oh, that was terrible. It's been a long time since I've been on here, like properly, and mainly it's been a long time I've actually recorded anything on here. So this is going to be slightly strange. But the reason that it's been so long, few kind of things. Though it was in 1.6, and there was obviously that zombie thing where there was like a bug with the zombies if they were not where they should have been. Like if they were if there was a zombie here and then I was over here, but he couldn't get me, there'd be like it'd apparently like call it so many times and it'd cause like super stress on the I don't know what I was trying to say there. It just caused like stress on the server, and it would basically destroy this server. So I'm pretty much in 1.7, 1.6. I didn't come on here at all for that very reason. I don't like being on. It's just a bad server like that. So I was not basically. And I actually thought I had everything ready, and I slightly don't. I just want to get a lead, and then we're going to go to new lands. For God's sake. But yes, so the plan for today is actually to, well, it's going to be difficult for me to explain, but it'll all become clear soon. I've set something up at the spawn, the old spawn is what we're kind of dubbing it, and it's going to take us to the new spawn. The few reasons for this is, well, the main reason I suppose is because we don't really want to have to like generate more land. Like the world is about the size of it is around about a gig now. And that's because obviously it's a really old world. So if we keep extending that, it's going to get to a point where we can't back up the server, because it's just every backup's going to be a gig, like 2 gigs, 3 gigs. So we need to keep our eyes on that. And if we didn't do it the way that we have done it, we would definitely have to have a new world. Like there's no two ways about it. We could not have done the thing that we've done without a new world, because I've basically taken it to 10,000, 10,000, and it's a command block that teleports us to 10,000, 10,000. If we go to 10,000, 10,000, it's not only going to 10,000, 10,000, it's then going from 10,000, 10,000 to the place that you want to be. And then when a new feature comes out, like a new biome or something, people are going to want to go to that. So you're going to find some people that are going on the track that we went on to get to 10,000, 10,000, and you're going to be in old land still. It's just a series of loads of things. Believe me, it was not like a thing that was done really lightly. It was actually, there was loads of different possibilities that we were going to do, and this one just works the best in terms of ease. And it means that we don't have to do any like world edit stuff. I'm really curious as to whether this will work. I've got it set up on a pressure plate. I'm kind of doing stuff here, but just ignore it for the time being. I'm glad that he was able to walk in that one high. That's the main reason I made it one high. God damn it, I forgot about that. It's the axe. The axe should be somewhere here. There we go. I was messing about on here the other day. So the idea is to get him to stand on that, and it will teleport both of us, although I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. That's not the end of the world. We can do it this way. So what I want to do is I want to let me do F3A. That reloads everything. I want to seek out oh, roses. I've seen a few other things. I have not seen all of the new biomes. I've seen the new dark wood and things like that. So I'm just going to take a few of these. I think they may be like mushrooms in the sense that you plant one and it kind of spreads around like that. You've got like a cluster of them. I'm not entirely sure. So I want to find a new place. Definitely not abandoning the old place. I just want, I want to be out here seeking out some things, and you know, just look at the new terrain and stuff. So I know it has changed quite a lot. This immediate stuff I have seen because I was setting up and everything. But there's a lot of stuff that I like that. Oh, that's very cool. Like, you'd not have seen that before. Wow. That is really nice. So yeah, I kind of want to keep this kind of short. I'll like just run around here for a bit, and then I will like get to the place that I want to be. Because I've got a rough idea of what I want, but it's not so. It's kind of one of those things where when you see it, you'll say yes, that's exactly what I had in mind. But it's not something I can say. I want 7 stone blocks in this formation or whatever. Oh, that just things like that just look really cool. We've been thinking about doing some cool things with the amplified world. Maybe teleporting out even further and having just a dedicated amplified bit of terrain. So that's something that we're going to do. I've heard about this, the birch forest, and I gotta say that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I've just bought this regen pot in case I do anything stupid. I don't have any feather falling boots, so that could be problems. Oh, I'm so happy that they did. Oh, I don't know. I've not seen these before. What are they? I'm not even going to butcher the name. Lilac? I'm going to say lilac. They, seen as they're in the same, I think they'll probably grow the same. Again, I could be wrong about the rose. I'm just going off from what I've seen. Like, I've seen quite a lot of patches of them, like you do mushrooms. Where? I just want to keep an eye on the coordinates because I don't want to go out too far. That command block is exactly 10,000, 10,000. And like I said, there's a few reasons. Like, say, because we didn't really want to, like, I don't see the point in having a new world. When you've already got, like, a world, you can basically have that same one forever, unless there's incompatibilities with a new version. So I don't see a point in having a new one. If we can do something like this and still keep the new world, the old world, then I kind of just, in my head, separate them as 2 different things, and we're going to make that 4, because that looks oh, I don't know if we should make it 4. Oh, it's sandstone. That's really cool, actually. Wait, is it sandstone? Some of it isn't. Let's make some of it 4. But yeah, so if we can keep the old stuff and do something kind of cheaty, then I'm all for that. It's not so much like, that looked alright, I suppose. It's not like I'm going to do something like this, like, oh, TP me to this place. It's a set thing, like, it goes from here to there. So I personally think that it's absolutely fine, and really, it doesn't concern anyone other than the people that are on the server. It's just the way, like I said, it's just the way that we found it easier. Other than that, it would be a new world, and to be honest with you, I really wouldn't want a new world. I don't see the point. This is all new world. I could just throw all of this stuff now and start again. That's my take on the matter. And like I said, I just separate it in my head. What we'll probably do is what I will probably do is when I've found this, is I'll drop all of this stuff off, and or whenever I come here, I won't actually bring anything until I've at least got established, like I want to go caving and stuff. What biome is this? This is just normal desert. I don't really want to be in this, although they look, I think they are probably desert hills, aren't they? But they look really cool. I hate the new food system as well. Like, the thing with Mojang is they seem to think that difficulty is in quantity rather than quality. Like, if you think about the zombies and stuff, they haven't made them any more difficult. They've just made more of them. Yeah, desert hills. And they haven't made this any more difficult. It's just you need more. It isn't difficult to get a lot of the food. It's just a pain in the arse to have to eat it every 2 seconds. Maybe I was talking to a few people the other day, and I was like, I would literally put steak with diamonds to make it last like ages, or something to that, like anything like gold or iron or whatever, just to make it last like a long time. Because I don't really see the point in just making things stupidly long. I mean, like, over repetitive. Make it last a bit longer, or at least put something in that will last longer. I really this. You used to always see little bits of terrain where it wouldn't have any grass on. What's this biome called? Oh, this is extreme hills. Okay, this could be that. Oh, I need to screenshot those coordinates because that looks really cool. This is a contender. I'm going to say that right now. I want something like that where it's got semi-flat stuff around it, but then a bit that peaks. Not exactly like that, but that does look really cool. So definitely want to keep that in my screenshots folder as a contender. And oh, that's a frame drop. I will. Oh no, it's cleared. Probably loading the new terrain. Well, that's pretty cool. That's. We can still see that from here. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely remember this from that screenshot anyway when I come back. What else? I saw that there was sunflowers, though I don't know where you get them. I've not seen them or seen anybody have them. I knew there's. That's the new tall grass. It's too high tall grass now, which looks really decent. Like oh. And all the amazing stuff, there's still bugs. Do you know what I should have done? You know what I should have done? I should have got a bed. You know what, then? Balls to it. It's fine. So, one thing I can talk about, just while I'm kind of walking here, and then we'll probably cut away or something. If it gets too bad, I suppose I could kill these. Don't want to kill the brown one. I went to sleep last night, and last time I checked, my subscriber box, it was on about 70 odd, 74 or something, and I came back to it, and it was like 87 or 80 something. I can't remember exactly. I have not seen them. Okay, maybe I have. That name rings a bell. But yeah, so I don't know what happened there. Maybe somebody shared it or something, but whatever happened, then cool, welcome, I suppose. This is really cool. I've heard of these. I've never actually seen one. But is that think that's a desert village over there. But there was a new guy that I added to the server quite recently. He's called X, I think. No, I can't type complete his name. It's not on. X Engage, like with loads of threes and stuff. But it doesn't really matter about his name. He's from the DVZ server, and we were just talking, and I was like, I've got a server, because we were talking about, he was at this, oh, hello words, he was asking me about survival and stuff, and then we got talking, and I was like, I've got a survival server, and I just got to update it to 1.7, would you like to join? And he was like, yeah, definitely. So he's been out in the new terrain already, because obviously he doesn't want to be in the old stuff. Oh, there's a blacksmith as well. Cool. And he gave me some of those planks, some of the wood and the leaves, and they look amazing. Well, so much for that. I'm not going to be bothering clearing that up now. Let's see what... Oh! Yes! That's the first horse armor I've ever found. I'll just repair that with that. Waste, but I really don't need iron. That's pretty cool then. I'm gonna leave them. I was gonna take the books and stuff, but they can have their stuff for the time being. There's a thing of a, oh, I don't know if that was a lag or if it was just being a dunce. So yeah, he showed me these, but that biome looks really cool. I thought I could hear a witch drinking a potion. That's something that I like that they've added the witches spawn in general now. Like they just every now and again will spawn. They're an actual difficult mob. Like they're the first technically difficult mob to fight because they can buff themselves and stuff. So I like that. Where is this? Let's take another screenshot of that. And so yeah, really cool. And the wood looks amazing. Well, let me just show you. Actually, no, you saw that the little chute that I jumped down for the water. It's there. That's the wood. It's like a much richer birch. It's got a swamp. I wanted a swamp nearby. So much cool terrain. I've got one more thing to talk about, and then I will cut away and keep looking for a bit. The last thing is, oh, I need to. If I see some mods, oh, that's right near to that as well. I think this is the place. I think this is the place. I know I said I wanted it quite flat, but oh, as long as this isn't a torch, this could be the place. Ah, lava sweet. I don't want to encroach on anyone else. Oh yes, this is the place. This is definitely the place. The valley is the thing that. Yeah. Oh, this is extreme hills. Like this is what they should have been in the first place. Yeah, this is the place. Right, let me. Definitely the place, unless I find something better. Right, so the last thing. Oh, what's I've not seen. What? Acacia. Okay, well I'm running away from that zombie set. I've never seen this biome or those trees or the wood. I've seen acacia trees in Feed the Beast before, and they kind of look like this. So is this an acacia? A savanna? Yeah, savanna. Wow, I did not know that this was a thing. That's pretty cool, and it's right next to that as well. It's kind of barren though. Oh yes. Right. Anyway, so the last thing that I want to talk about is when oh they were horses. Yes, they were. When I made they were amazing. When we made the server, the whole idea for it was to be a massively full populated server. I'm pressing that now. With just like people that you can trust, like never a need for bucket, never a need for any plugins or stuff, and just a server where people come on and play, and like kind of a community. And so far, we have been less than active trying to find people. That's engaged right now. Hey, man. But since the main reason since like a long time ago is because I I hated the game because of 1.6. Like I couldn't believe that they released it so broken. So with that said, 1.7 and everything, really happy to play again. Really liking it. Got engaged on the server. Getting a few older people back on and stuff. I just looked at an Enderman apparently. So because I don't know how to start again. Because like I said, it's on like I've got about 80 subscribers now. So my thinking is, when we get to 100, I will put up some sort of contest, like maybe a building contest or something. It's not going to be anything like build this massive castle or something. All I want to do is, number one, get somebody who's interested, like maybe watching me, like, I couldn't really give a shit about getting on your server. But I want somebody who's like bothered about coming on, and that will actually put time in and come on all the time. And number two, if you actually take the time to build it and like try and impress, then that clearly shows that you're not just doing it for the sake of it. You kind of quite like to come on. So and if there ends up being like 20 people that are like, oh yeah, we built all these things, I will not hesitate to add more than one person. At the moment, I would like to add people slowly, like build it all really slowly, and then, because obviously we've got to moderate people and make sure that they're not dicks, because of bucket and stuff. Like we don't use anything. We're literally on the, if we type slash help, this is just normal jar commands and stuff. So we can't put like protection on things, and I don't want to have to do that. It's my server. It's kind of my server. It's owned by a few other people, but yeah. So I don't want to have to do things like that. I like the fact that it's free, it's open. It is whitelisted, and I will think about what I want the contest to be and stuff. But apart from that, there's nothing much coming up. The main things that you can expect are definitely more of this. Next time I will actually get to building something here, or at least start a house and stuff. And then the big project will come soon. I've still got to plan some things with the new project, but I can tell you one thing about it already. I'll talk to him in a second. The thing that I'm going to do here, it's most probably going to be here, is I have been planning this since I'm gonna say 1.0, and we're now in 1.7.2. It's kind of, no, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's I've been planning it for a long time. I've been wanting to do it. It's not something that I've always, like, every time I've played, I've been itching to do it, but it's something that every time I've been like in new terrain, I've been looking for something along these lines. So enough, because I need it built up enough already that I can then kind of carve it and stuff. So that's how that's gonna go, and you'll maybe not find out next time either. I want to try. Before we go, let's try this. See what these look like. Oh, they look nice. I want to do some more work, do a bit more prep, try and figure out the style of it a bit more, and then I'll one time just build a bit of it and show you. And I think you'll know what it is instantly. But that's about it. Soon, probably the next video that you'll see is Doors vs Zombies, and I'll definitely heavily edit those in future because I know for a fact that they can get boring really quick. So it'll probably just be an introduction and then straight to the fight scenes and stuff. And in general, just more videos. So without further ado, alright, this is a little bit of a snippet at the end. Just been walking around a little bit and I found this desert temple. I've actually, on this server, I don't believe I've ever actually been in one. I know about all the traps and everything. Do you remember those white sheep that we saw? White sheep, what am I talking about? The white horses that we saw? I tamed one and gave it some diamond armor. The diamond armor that we found out just. And so he has that, and he is on a leash that we brought with us. So he won't go anywhere, and when I bring a saddle, I'll actually be able to ride him away. So I don't really need to bring the other one here. I suppose I'll just have two separate horses. Don't really want a mob coming down here. Just getting a lot of yeah, I just drank the regen potion, and it did not seem like regen 2. They've definitely changed stuff like that. Almost lost. I just don't really want a mob coming down here and activating the pressure plate. That would be not desirable, I can tell you that. Because when these things go off, they go off. I did it in Ultra Hardcore once. Knockback 2, not about. Wow, terrible loot. Yeah, the worst of loots. Suppose I've got room for the knockback 2, haven't I? But the best loot in this whole place is this stuff. Oh yes. I suppose we can throw away the seeds. I think I can get that from bone meal. Don't want the pressure plate. Don't want the gravel. So I suppose I've got the thing back. I will use that, and then I suppose I can use wood. It's uphill. I'll just go back up to the surface, make sure there's no other ones, and then we'll call it a day. Actually, while I'm back here, didn't really intend to do this, but I've recently picked up Terraria, or Terraria, I'm not sure how you're supposed to say it, but played it for a little bit. I just want to get the basics of it, and then I might end up doing a bit of recording on there. The thing that I really like the thing that appeals to me the most is the fact that it's he's probably relogging. Welcome back. Is the fact that you can everything's so it's kind of more linear and it's more like a game. He left again. Time. Watch this. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm so recording. But yeah, so it's more in the sense of you get this item, then you get this item. It's an upgrade. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it so far. I'm nowhere near. I've played about an hour of the game, and I've died more times than I've been alive. Like I've been dead longer than I've been alive. I don't know why I've got the sandstone. I don't bloody need sandstone. Let's see if we can get some better stuff in this one. Oh, you can get multiple on one book. That's interesting. Some gold. I was kind of hoping for a what are they called? Oh, what are they called? I think you know the things that name tags. I've got no name tags at the moment, so I was hoping for. Oh, let's not forget the best thing. To be honest, that book's probably the best thing that we got. Projectile protection, I quite like. Sorry about that. Just because it's very situational, but it's actually really helpful. Say if there's a skeleton with like a stupid overpowered bow, it's really powerful. We can just place this. I suppose there's no harm in just keep looking around for a bit. I believe, yeah, that's the one that we just came from. So I've died quite a lot of times in it, but it's from what I actually played of it. Like I went caving and got some ores and stuff. It's really well done. Like the mobs, the AI, and everything's really clever. I got this thing called a giant worm, and he was just going through the world. I'm not sure if he's supposed to do that, but he randomly came and attacked me. I killed him. So yeah, I think when I get a bit more savvy with it, I suppose. I don't want to go to the end game because I think there is like a. Let me just do this and make sure that it's not just terrain that isn't loaded. F3A. Okay, it's a little bit unloaded. But yeah, I don't want to go to the end game and then kind of be as I am with this game, like I know everything about it. So we'll see about that. I just want to go and have a little look at this cactus and then we'll call it a real day this time, not like the fake day that we called it just. Where you be floating cacti? There we go. Is that it? I think that's it. That's it. So yeah, it is floating, but it's not as bad as it would be. Wow. So, without further ado, that is going to be it, and I will see you next time. Good day.